or neurodivergence. So as you know, this month is Autism Awareness Month, and we are here for it, and we are here for you. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's start the show. Without further ado, we're going to pay some bills, and then we'll come right back into Dezign Lab.
Standing taller to face the darkest and the hardest of times. We'll be taking care of all the children thereof. But if it's required, we'll be on the front line. You can call me by my name. I am ready to roll. Once the rules remain the same, how the story's been told. Call me anytime, never cop out. Lioness is on the rise, don't you ever have doubt. Never say never, willingness.
Shop at Cameron Industries Limited for all your countertops, cabinets, tiles, and hardware supplies. Telephone 876-963-0628. The time by Cameron Industries Limited, manufacturing state-of-the-art equipment, is
1:15 in the sunny afternoon in Jamaica, Kingston.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paints 100% acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Dezign Lab Home Decor Tips and Design Trends is brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
La, da, da, da. Got to let them know.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva.
It's
Karen
natural, loving you.
Tell me about
It's physical, spiritual too. It's a healing in my soul. I was half, but now I'm whole. A deeper truth I found in you. Love is automatic.
Tell them about
When you're lying next to me, and I'm so glad we've got it. Automatic chemistry, love is automatic.
again.
When you're loving me like this, and I'm so glad we've got it.
Marcia.
Automatic.
I don't know if the man them understand this, love is automatic. When you love us, we going to love you more. When you give us $1, we going to make sure so we turn that dollar into $1 million. You understand what I'm saying? All you have to do is make we happy. Yeah. Yes. Our password to get into our internal system is consistency, and our username is respect. Once you get into the thing with respect and consistency, we good. You understand? So welcome now to Dezign Lab, where we design not just your homes, but we design the headspace too. You understand what I'm saying? So today, what we're going to be doing is designing with purpose, especially for children, by creating a DIY interactive wall zone. Yes, a space that is not just decorative, but functional, engaging, and built for learning and play. Now, you know that because this month is Autism Awareness Month, all of our segments today are kind of dedicated to children and learning and functionality. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, all right. So here is the idea now, that wall as a play and learning experience. And in my opinion, as you guys know all the time, that we don't use up our walls enough. You know what I mean? So this is a time when instead of just hanging decor, the wall becomes interactive. Yes, it encourages creativity, independence, and hands-on activity. And also, it keeps kids engaged in a structured, contained area. So think of it as turning your wall into a quiet activity hub. So here are the key elements to include now. Velcro panels. You can get Velcro panels anywhere and everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Attach soft boards or strips where children can stick letters, shapes, or fabric pieces. And it's really great for learning and sensory play, and of course it keeps things really, really, really fresh. All right, so next thing now, magnetic sections. Yeah, magnet, regular magnet, you can buy them at the craft store. Use magnetic paint or boards for letters, numbers, and games. Easy to switch activities and keep things really, really very fresh. Now, for those of us who have children, we know about these magnet things and the Velcro. You can stick on, stick off, put on, put off. Very interactive and very forgiving and organic, and just works with our children's brains. You know what I mean? And also clipboards or hanging clips, perfect for displaying drawings, worksheets, or rotating artwork. You know what this is? It really makes kids feel proud seeing their work on display, and this is where the attachment system forms, because if we do not give our children the affirmations and of course all of the validation that they need and the approvals, they will not form a very secure attachment style. So what we need to do now is to make sure that we provide an environment that we're constantly saying, good job. There you go. Great. Good job. Good job. So they don't go and look it from somewhere else. You understand? All right. So the design tips now that work. Keep your colors calm but playful, not too overwhelming. Please, I beg you, don't put no red in there. Don't put no bright colors. Do not work for this kind of atmosphere. We're talking about the pastel bases, and we're talking about the medium tones. So real pastels in the blues and the yellows and the greens, anything like that. Lavender works really, really well. And as you know, BH Paints has over 2,300 colors. You can find one or two that will work with you. You understand? And they also have a really innovative color match system now that makes matching colors very, very simple and easy, right? So, and also what we're going to do is arrange the sections at the child's height for easy access. Yes, you don't want to put it at your height. It's not for you, it's for your child, right? Don't overcrowd and leave space for focus, right? Here is why this works now. It combines design and it combines function. It keeps the activities off of the floor and it keeps it really organized, and it creates a sense of ownership and creativity for your child or children. So it's not just about decorating a room, it's about designing spaces that grow, that engage, and support the people living in them. So when you are decorating, especially for, your children, make sure that you put them first. Think about them first. Think about their needs. Think about, their capabilities. Think about, some things, and maybe if they're on the neurodivergent spectrum of, things that you have to overcome to help them to get there. And let me just tell you something. This is all what Design Studio is about. We are here to help you to get there. You understand? All right, we're gonna pause for a minute and then come right back. Enjoy the vibe, enjoy the music. God, David, man, tell you something. Him giving us another dose today. You can't same old every week. You understand? So the music is from David. Yeah, we soon come back.
Lioness is on the rise, don't you ever have doubt. Never say never, willingness forever.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Design Lab Home Decor Tips and Design Trends was brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paints 100% Acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Hey yo, listen up. Don't wait for the symptoms start show. HIV test free. Make sure you know. Yo. Me take me test. Me get the news. Me take my meds. We can't lose. Family there, support there too. We strong, we whole life I live right through. Live bold, test the HIV. No, you start a smooth surely. Me take me test, me get the news. Me take my meds, me can't lose. Free testing is available at health centers island-wide.
A message by the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
She no hear from me, she'll be calling. Tell me what more can I say? Feels like I won 100 million. I found a good woman. I found a good woman. Like I won 100 million. I got a good woman. I got a good woman. She's the full package, everything I need. Maybe I am lucky cause I can't believe she's more of everything that's guaranteed. Just watch how she walks. She's got that attitude, that's her style, and it gives me the feels. And she changed the mood with her smile. All this can be real. He's like I won 100 million. I found a good woman. I found a good woman.
I wonder if you don't listen to the lyrics of Romain Virgo, the great Romain Virgo. The man say him find a good woman and him feel like him win 100 million. I'm telling you, that is an appreciative man. Because once you find a good wife, you find a what? A good thing. And let me just tell you, if you him feel like him, if you have an appreciative man, can you imagine? Women are magicians, That's what we do. Once we know, say, good. Oh, all right. David just corrected me. He said good women. Good women. Good women. All right. Good women are like magicians. Once you pour into us, we will pour 1,000-fold back into you. Behind every good man is a great woman. You understand what I'm saying? So, good afternoon to David Namar, who is over there on YouTube. Now, let me just tell you something. As I said, go over to YouTube, download, not YouTube, go over to the Google Play Store, download Nationwide 90 FM. You will see us there. Nationwide 90 FM, yeah. And so now it is Nationwide 90 FM space live. Because I know some of you have been looking and you're like, where are they? I know she's there. I know what's going on. And then you subscribe. So just in case, smash that subscription button. Subscribe. It's red. Yeah. Just in case we have a new channel, you will get automatically, you go over there. You understand? So automatically. We need you over there. We need your numbers. We need you to stay in touch with us. You know what I mean? So Nationwide 90 FM space live. That's where we are, and you get to enjoy the show and converse with me every single Saturday. All right, here we go. So now we're in What Would Karen Do? You know this. This is where you, our amazing listeners and viewers, throw all kind of design dilemmas at me, and I will give you, of course, the stylish truth. So this week I'm going to read the question to you. So, hey Diva. So, I've recently got my license for preschool education, and I'm thinking of turning my entire living room into an infant private daycare. How do I structure the area to reflect its new role? Let me just tell you something. This is a lady who, whoever you are, kudos to you. This is a lady who said, listen, I have my license right now. I'm going to make it work for me right about now. And I'm going to be working with what I have. I'm going to turn my living room. I don't need my living room. What I need my living room for? I can't go do what I need to do in another area in my home. I'm going to turn it into an infant private daycare. Oh, you mean? Girl. Yeah. So she wants to know how to structure the area to reflect its new role, right? And as I always say, your homes, your spaces should always reflect where you're going and not tie you back to where you're coming from. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So the key points here, you're going to define the clear zones. You're going to separate the space into areas to play, rest, feeding, and learning. Those are 4 separate zones that you have to, please, I am begging you have to separate, right? You can't put the area to play right next to the area to rest. You know what I mean? Next to the area to feeding and, of course, learning. You're going to use shelves. You're going to use rugs or soft dividers to visually break up the room, right? Even one room structure creates calm for both you and the children. And of course, you have it right. You have to create the zones, right? Okay, so safety first, right? The first thing that you have to do is cover, because it's infants and children that you're going after. That's your demographic. You now have to cover the outlets, secure the furniture, and remove every single one of them sharp edges. Yes. Use soft mats and child-friendly materials. Please understand that when children, especially babies, are now going into their learning stage, they learn by putting things in their mouth, right? Yeah. All right. So keep cleaning supplies and hazards completely out of reach. They're not even supposed to be in the whole area. That's supposed to be in a room that isn't so far removed from this area right here. So what you're going to think about is calm, child-friendly design. Again, BH Paints is your go-to pastel colors, medium base. We're talking about nothing too loud or overwhelming. You may want to use the brighter colors in the learning area to stimulate the minds, but remember now you're going into different zones in terms of learning, feeding, right, play area, and of course sleep. So different colors for different zones. The areas that, especially for sleep, you want to make sure that it is really calm, right? Keep your decor simple and not overly stimulating, right? Functional storage is the key. It really is. Low, open shelves so that the children and you can easily access the items. Remember, everything's supposed to be beneath your waist level, because we're talking about children and because they are learning and because they have to reach things, right? You're going to label the bins now for toys, for books and supplies. A well-organized space means everything. I'm telling you, you're going to put those systems in place, and the systems start with order. The systems start with, of course, making sure that all your zones are in place. This is a zone for learning. This is a zone for sleeping. This is a zone for feeding time. This is a zone, for play. And then now you structure your activities like so. You know what I'm saying? All right, here's the thing now. You're going to create a rest area. Very, 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 very important. Kids need rest. Babies need rest. And rest. And so you're going to design a quiet corner with the mats or the cots. And you're going to keep the lighting in there very soft and the noise minimal. Even if you have, and this is it now, just a space, one space, and you create the zones, you can do this, right? So therefore, the zone for sleeping will be opposite from the far end of the room for the area for play, right? Your hygiene now and the routine setup, access to hand washing or sanitizing solutions. Design a space that's so easy to clean and maintain daily. So that is why you're going to oversimplify the decor. You know what I mean? Because you want to be able to clean as you go. Children play, they get messy. You want to make sure that the hand washing stations are right there. You want to make sure that they sanitize very, very quickly, easily. All of those things are, should be paramount and top of mind. You want to keep it flexible. Your space should adapt throughout the day. You're going to use movable furniture or foldable items. Make sure though, if it's movable furniture, nothing on wheels. All right? Just make sure that, and it's pint-sized furniture. They can be moved and so on, but nothing, and if it's foldable furniture, make sure that you have the controls in place that only you can fold, only you can, put it up together or so on, because children are extremely curious and their little fingers will get into places that it ought not. You understand? So remember now, you're not just decorating a room, you're creating a safe, structured environment where children can grow and learn and feel secure. It starts with you. Kudos to you, listener or viewer who sent in this question. I am so proud of you, and let me know how you did, and please send me some pictures so I can see exactly how you got there and what you've done. All right, we're gonna take a break and then come right back, I promise.
Yeah.
She kissed me first thing in the morning. Then she said, baby, have a good day. She no hear from me, she'll be calling. Tell me what more can I say? Feels like I won 100 million. I found a good woman. I found a good woman. Like I won 100 million. I got a good woman. I got a good woman. She's a full package, everything I need.
Is your investment idling? At LaSalle's Employees and Partners Cooperative Credit Union, we know the power of compounding. With Compounder, your medium-term goals grow stronger every month. No debate. Earn a whopping 4.5% offer rate over 12 months. Start with a minimum of $200,000 and watch your money multiply with the compounding effect. Growth isn't just steady, it's exponential. Call 876-923-5480 or visit www.lasallescreditunion.com. LaSalle's Employees and Partners Cooperative Credit Union, the friendly financial institution of choice.
E-Zone is more than a show, it's a whole community. And the Family Club is where the real supporters get to step in closer. Join the nationwide 90FM Family Club today on Patreon.
What Would Karen Do was brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
Power in great moments. If you have financial needs, Chris and Charles will fix them for you. Power in great moments since 1992. Oh, we have it all. Power in great moments. Relax, you got Chris and Charles. Oh, we have it all. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
Interior design is brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
You're in the Dezign studio with the Dezign Diva.
You make me wanna
Karen
run.
Booker.
Heart be racing like a drum. Feel it in my soul. Leave me wanting more. You make me wanna run. Heart be racing like a drum. Don't know where we'll go. Don't know where we'll go. Yeah.
You don't need to run away. Stay right next to me. Stay right next to me. But if you wanna go where you go, if you wanna go where you go, but if you wanna go where you go, just stay right next to me.
Big ups. The biggest of big ups to Tony and Singh, the longest serving Miss World in our history. In the history. Yeah, it's not even our history or recent history. In history. Big up to you, Tony Ann. In case you're listening, in case somebody who knows her is listening, we want to have a chat with her. We want to know exactly what won and what we can expect and all of these things. Because multi-talented Tony Ann Singh. Big up to you each and every time. And of course, big ups to Annie Smith, MJM, who has been a fixture here in recent times, Kariva Peart, David Demar, of course, and Gleister Hall, who wants, so Deacon, we are acknowledging the Deacon, Gleister Hall. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, and big up to everybody who's silent on the YouTube, who just are voyeurs and they just look and so on. But we kind of want to hear from you sometimes. Get into the chat. SH don't come yet, but she soon come. Marigold no soon come. Sometimes I'm late, but them reach. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it was MJM who said during our What Would Karen Do segment would be nice to the living room, would be nice addition to the living room to be modular so that she could easily convert back to a living room space if needed. So of course, and that is a fabulous idea. Can you just imagine anytime you want to change and stuff, modular furniture, modular things is a really, really great idea. But we really want to make sure she have a solid footing on this. I don't want her convert yet if needed. We want to do our plan A and work the plan A. All right, cool. So now we are in interior design. Yes. And when we think about interior design, we often focus on style and aesthetics, don't it? But today we're looking at design through different lenses, designing spaces with autism or neurodivergence in mind. Because for many children on the autism spectrum, their environment isn't just where they live. You know, it directly affects how they feel, how they focus, and definitely how they function. So color matters, as you know. Color really affects your mood, it affects your lifestyle, it affects how you function, you know. So soft neutral tones like light blues, greens, beiges, yellows really create a calming environment. I would stay away from, of course, the reds, too overly stimulating, and grays as well. You know, you're having a gray day, you're kind of feeling a little, you know, under the weather, that's gray. You have to do too much to gray to make it come alive, and I would not, you know, really recommend this color if you're on the spectrum. Cool. All right. Bright, bold colors may feel, again, overstimulating, overwhelming, and you really want to stay away from this. Now, BH Paints has on their color wheel enough paint in the pastel colors. They have a very innovative color system right now that really helps with one base, really helps with the color matching. So you're good. So think less loud, think more calm, spaces that help the mind settle, not spike. Even us who are pseudo normal, because there's no such normal person, all are we upon the spectrum as far as I am concerned, really need calm spaces to settle our minds at times, right? So what we want to do, we want to reduce the sensory overload, things that we see. And you know, that is why I've been telling you guys from all the time, all of this holy clutter and things I want to see and holding on to things. Stop! It's overload. Limit the clutter, the busy patterns. Use soft furnishings like rugs, like curtains and cushions to absorb sound. Yes, keep the lighting gentle and avoid harsh bright lights. Now, under normal circumstances, I will always say, go with your daylight bulbs, go with the bright, the blue, all of that. But with those folks who are on the spectrum, neurodivergence and such, I would suggest warm lights. Warm lights, there's a difference. It has a yellow undertone, it's lighter, it's calmer, and it's more settling. All right. For some children, too much noise, too much light, or visual clutter can really feel like chaos. So you really want to settle things. If you feel at ease, then they'll feel more at ease. You know what I'm saying? So you will want to be more intentional and in the way we decorate for them, because we want to help them get there, right? Okay, so we want to create zones now for the structure, right? You're going to designate clear areas for sleep. Same thing for my girl over there who's doing her living room. Sleep, play, learning, relaxation. It has been it has been studied, folks on the spectrum, right? And anybody, when it comes to a system, when it comes to zones, when it comes to, defining spaces and areas and boundaries, it helps with any kind of development, especially children. So even if the children are not on the autistic spectrum, you raising a air quotes normal child will really still need to put these structures in place. Okay, because it really does help to build the routine and predictability. When a space is structured, it helps the child feel more in control and makes better choices, as you know. Here's the thing now: comfort and safety first. Choose soft textures, safe furniture, rounded edges where possible. Weighted blankets or cozy corners can provide a sense of security. When a baby is born and them swaddle them and so on, that's to provide that sense of safety and cocoon them. Sometimes I think them go overboard with it, you know what I'm saying? But the weighted blankets really do help with a sense of security. I've seen that work. Cozy corners, can provide a sense of security. please do not put flimsy fabrics in, put like silks or anything soft, anything, that doesn't have that much weight. You're going to put good fabrics in, fabrics with some kind of weight, chenille, boucle, any of those fabrics that are hard performance and have a little weight to it. That's what you use. Of course, gentle sensory elements. Now, remember, we're not talking about sensory overload. We're talking about sensory elements now that are gentle. Subtle scents like lavender, always calming. Simple visuals, not overwhelming. And again, I am going to tell you about the soft fabrics, smooth surfaces, and color. They all have to work together. They all have to be aligned. Now, personalization is key. Every child is different. Every single child is different. What works for one may not work for another. As you know, if you have a whole bunch of picnic, you know that, how I speak with one, I can't speak with the other. How I relate to Susan, I can't relate to Andrea like that. You understand? So every child is different. What works for one, really and truly, may not work for another. Include items that they love, but in a balanced and organized way. It is not about designing a perfect room. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, perfection is out. We're no longer into perfection these days. What we're into is progress over perfection. What we're into now is the right space for the right human being, the right child. So all those editorial things that we're taking off of IG now and saying, okay, this is so perfect and this is this, you can't stand up in there and you can't live in there. No, we want spaces that we can grow, we can evolve, and we can definitely elevate, right? Good design, as you know, guys, doesn't just look good, It's about how we live. It's about how we feel. And in this case, it's how a child experiences the world around them. So because, we have been given these children for a specific period of time, we have to make sure that the world that we create around them, that they have a really positive experience in it, And because now that we have so much information at our fingertips, we really shouldn't get this wrong. You know what I mean? We really, really shouldn't. So when we are creating a space for our children, whether they're on the neurodivergent spectrum or whether, or not, just make sure that we're really intentional in every stage of their lives. Read and research and see what it is that they need so that we can provide the best experience for them. So when they become adults, them don't come back to your house at 30 and act like them is 15. You understand what I'm saying? All right, we're going to pause for a cause and, of course, pay some bills. And, of course, we're going to come back now in Home Tour. And then stay tuned because we're going to talk about Ben Relay in a second.
Just stay right next to me. We could go anywhere. I'm ready to take you on a cruise. Girl, you are so beautiful. Love to see you smiling. The love we have is never ending. Tell me how you're feeling.
You make me wanna run.
You're in the Dezign studio with the Dezign Diva, Karen Booker.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paints 100% Acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Decorate like a designer with BH Paints. The time brought to you by BH Paints is 1:48 in sunny Kingston.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paints 100% Acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
If you love the vibes, the laughs, and the real talk, then you're one of us. Don't just listen, belong. Join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club on Patreon.
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Baby, when the bright lights start to fade, fire up your lighter, float on with the waves. You make me feel light. You make me feel light. You make me feel.
When you want to, tell a mission, sing up. Like you want my emphasis, been roll like a jam, can't tire. Endless loving and it can't expire. I will say, Jaja never answer prayer.
You know, say, you have the loving for me body when you hold me. And if you call me, we come. Baby, me now let her go. Love is like a seed and you reap what you sow. Baby, when the bright lights start to fade, fire up your lighter.
Nobody can complain about the music this week, you know. And I don't hear Annie say nothing yet. You understand? I don't hear Annie say, wow, the music sweet and the music nice, because this is all about you guys. It's, you mean fire up your light and shed say it to the world. She have a new one in a David. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. So, okay, home tour this week now. Welcome back to the show, and everybody who's enjoying themselves over there on Nationwide 90 FM Live. That is the Nationwide on the YouTube. And by the way, have you guys joined the Family Club yet on Patreon? You need to do that. You really do. You need to go over there and join that too, because me tell you, all segments. You remember when me and Triple X was running the road at the 1 o'clock segment? Oh, yep, the 1 o'clock show during the week. It's over there too. Mm-hmm. You remember the food segment? What's on your lunch menu? It's over there, and it is hilarious. You guys will laugh until it'll pop up. All right, cool. So the Gulf View Hotel in Mandeville is where home tour will take us this week, yes? And it is well known for, because it is right in the heart of Mandeville. It's a town famous for cool climate and scenic surroundings. So here are some key details about this hotel, right? The very fact that I was there with the team, Nigel and so on. Yes, it was nice. It was nice. So the location now, Mandeville, Manchester Parish in Jamaica. Features: the hotel offers comfortable rooms with many views of the nearby golf course, providing a peaceful and scenic location, right? It typically includes amenities such as on-site restaurant, the bar, conference facilities. As a matter of fact, that's where they had the the Global Impact Seminar last week, given by Transformation Life Solutions. It was over there and it was nice. We need Antoinette to come talk up the things real soon. Free Wi-Fi, of course, and of course, swimming pool at times, right? So the nearby attractions, the hotel is close to the golf club, making it convenient for golf enthusiasts. And of course, the town also offers the markets, the local dining options, and easy access to exploring scenic countryside and waterfalls in the area. Now, let me just tell you something. I'm going to go and make Zoe come here from whichever part you come from and tour the whole of Jamaica. And you guys don't even say half of the things where Zoe see. You understand? So make we get up on our game and start touring Jamaica the way Zoe has, because she is showing me some parts like, oh my God, really and truly, that there? One train down in a trench town, isn't it though? Okay, all right. Come on now, come with me as we go to the Gulf View Hotel.
Baby, when the bright lights start to fade, fire up your lighter, float on with the waves. You make me feel like.
I am practicing my golf swing. And let me tell you something, this is the first time that I've ever held a golf club in my entire life. So thank you, Nationwide. So guys, welcome to today's home tour, and we are in Mandeville. Can I tell you? And we are on the Manchester Golf Course, and it is the historic Manchester Golf Course because it is the oldest golf course in the Western Hemisphere. Why am I on this golf course, you're asking? What does that have to do with the home tour? Well, we are going to tour our home away from home, and it is the wonderful and elegant and great Golf View Hotel, and it looks straight into the golf course. So stay tuned, I'll be right back, and the next time you see me, we'll be over at the hotel. Our home away from home today. I've already received my welcome drink. Yes, darlings, and if you can see, and for my listeners, my welcome drink is in a glass container in the shape of a milk box. It is phenomenal. So it just sets you up for what's to come. So I am sitting right now in an egg chair. And for my listeners, what is an egg chair, Karen? What could an egg chair be? It is an oval chair, and it is in wicker and metal, and it's one of the trendiest chairs in town. I'm telling you. So for those who want to know what an egg chair is, just go on Google, or what you can do is look on Nationwide 90 FM later on YouTube, and you will see me in all of my glory. So, waiting on the presidential suites. Yes, honey, that's where we'll be staying. Well, I, not the crew, me. I'm staying in the presidential suite. So the next time you see me, I'll be right in there. See you later. Oh my God, if you see what I am seeing right now, I am seeing a full view of the golf course. I guess that's why they call the hotel the Golf View Hotel. May I tell you, because the view here, I'm obsessed. I am totally obsessed. So I'm on my way to the presidential suite, darlings. I have arrived in life. Yes, I have. Room 209. Follow me. Oh my God! I am so excited! I'm telling you, this place sell off. It is giving. You'll hear me say this over and over and over. It is giving. So I walk through the door, right? You know what I see? Food looking at me. Oh my goodness. They have champagne, Mont Blanc, champagne glasses, yes honey, and they also have a fruit plate. So they've set the stage. They've set as to what's to come. Also in the little alcove with the food, there is a pendant light which is directional, because it just points to where they want you to look at, and you look at the food. So right now where you see me, I'm in this wonderful hallway. It's about 15 feet, and then it takes you to the bedroom and bathroom, and it also takes you to what looks like a lounge area in the back. This is what I am seeing. I am seeing 24 by 24 porcelain tiles, very, very shiny, so it gives the feel of luxury. Now, because this hallway is about 28 inches, the larger tile that is used makes the walkway look larger. Why? Because you don't see a lot of seams. The next thing that jumps out at me is the texture of the wall on the right, which is the knockdown technique, and then the smoothness of the walls on the left, which you can tell was shore coated and sanded and is so smooth. The next thing that is jumping out at me is this statement light fixture, which is absolutely wonderful. I'm loving it, and it's in the trendy gold. So when I come in, right, and I am looking
looking down the hallway, what I'm seeing looking right back at me, it's an accent piece with a face on it, with an orchid. Oh my goodness, and it is in metal, and I absolutely love it. It's like I can't wait to see what is beyond. So what it does now with this hallway, it makes me think, okay, what's to come? So I'm going to go in the bedroom now. Come follow me because I'm excited. I continue to be impressed. I continue to be impressed. All right, guys, here is a skinny. Here is a breakdown of any room. It doesn't matter if it's a hotel room, your primary bedroom, your guest bedroom, any bedroom. As you walk into the space, you should have an uninterrupted wall, and it should have, and that's your headboard wall. And I'm telling you, this headboard is impressive. It's an upholstered panel headboard, and it is upholstered in like a metallic copper fabric. So we're into the metallics now, because you know metallics are giving. What it does, it lends itself to anything that you're going to put in the room. Now the walls have been treated to ash gray, so when you do that gray juxtaposed with the white, and then you have the wonderful metallic accents in the room, it's a win-win. So you come in now and you see this great king-size bed and the impressive headboard, and your headboard is on the wall, and it is about 4 feet, right, affixed to the wall, and it is impressive. Then on either side of the bed, you have your wall lights. So in this particular room, you don't have like lamps, you have wall sconces that are directional. So if you're in bed and you're reading, you can direct it to what you're doing. Okay, so on either side of the bed as well, you have these drum tables, and they are in gold with what? Orchids. Orchids, white and gray. It's a win-win. Then now, at the end of the bed, we have a stool in the very beautiful pastel color. So what, the pastel blue color. So what it does now, it denotes serenity, it denotes relaxation, rejuvenation. When you take your eye up, so if you're in the bed, the opposite wall now are 2, I'm gonna say maybe 20 by 20 pictures, wall art, and orchids again. But the orchids this time are blue with a touch of green, and they're coming from water. So can you imagine now you're waking up in the morning and the first thing that you see are the wall art. Oh my God, it takes you to a different world. Here's what is also great about this bedroom. They have a home office. Of course, and that is a requirement in every space these days. Whether it is a bedroom, your home, anywhere you are post-COVID required to have a home office. I'm loving the chair, and you know what they've done here, they've kept their metals consistent in the bedroom. When you have a consistency in metals, it says that it's well thought of and there's better flow. And unless now you've done something that is really, really deliberate, that if you have something with like a gold and silver mixed in, that way now you can mix the metals. So that's a trick for you. This is, I love this. This now are shades. It's not stained glass. It's shades at the window. Yes, that is made to look like stained glass. I love it. I'm absolutely loving this space. I'm telling you, Golf View Hotel, you guys owe me nothing, honey. Nothing at all. I'm going to check out the bathroom in a minute, but I'm going to sit here in a minute and see, oh my God, if there's any work that I need to catch up on, because, yeah, this is all she wrote. I took my shoes off. I took my shoes off. So, oh my. Okay, so here it is now. I am in the walk-in shower. And what's special about this walk-in shower, you have the shower body that is an external shower body. This here, this piece of apparatus here, which has the rain head shower and the handheld shower, and if you want, you have controls for like a spout for the bottom. This is called a shower body, which is absolutely wonderful these days, because if there's something wrong with the plumbing, you don't have to go into the wall to get the shower body so you can fix the cartridge or fix anything. What is also very nice about the shower, this thing is well thought out and well done, you know, the workmen then big up you, right? When you have a shower like this, like a walk-in shower, what you have to do is get the pitch or the fall. So therefore, what happens is the water organically goes into the drain. Yes, honeys. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness, honeys, you caught me. Yes, you did. I mean, seriously, what is a presidential suite without a soaking tub? They've done it again. This is all she wrote. Look at the top filler. In gold, and this is not just an ordinary gold, and this is not gold plated, it's brass. This is rich. This is rich living. You hear what I'm telling you? So I'm just gonna stay here for a bit longer and just daydream until later on. Now I'm gonna go down to the lounge. When I come back up, it's all about me and this soaking tub. I'm here again. I'm here again. Remember when I first came in, right? And I said, okay, I'm looking down the hallway into the great beyond, and I really want to see what is in that lounge area. Well, this is it. And you know, if you've been watching throughout all our months and weeks and years of doing this, I'm kidding, right? We always have what we call the pièce de résistance. In this particular application, in this presidential suite at the Gulf View Hotel, it is this barn door. Oh my goodness, this is a moment. This alone is a moment. Here is what it is. Of course it is typical barn door, and it works for the space because the space is pretty narrow, right? But you don't have the door swing. So they've put a barn door on it. They have put this wonderful wallpaper on. So you would think it's artwork, and it blends seamlessly with the space. Now, as I said to you, the space is a bit narrow, but you know what happens is now you have two separate lounge areas. You can fit 3 or 4 people in this space. Again, the tiles are large. When you have large tiles in a small space, it makes the space look a little bigger. You have a focal, remember last week when we had a focal tile in our construction zone? We have a focal tile here as well. And this focal tile is bordered in black, then it has like a fleur-de-lis pattern, very Italian, with a Greek key around it, in a little bit of gold, some gray, and a little bit of white, and it blends very nicely with the marble, or the marbleizing porcelain tile that is already on the floor. So here's what they've done now. We have this silver, remember in the room before, and I said, well, if you're gonna mix metals, you have to have a piece or something that make it cohesive for the silver and the gold to play nicely in a room. This tile has done that really well, because now we have this beautiful metal table. Remember I told you about the metal table when I first got in with the face? Love it. And on the right side we have a brass table with a glass. It looks like drops of paint coming down. It is organic, it is wonderful. And then we have our cowhide chair, honey. Yes, we do, right beside it. So this is one moment. Then we take a few steps back to the back of the room, and then we have the twin to the cowhide chair over here, and then we have a lounge chair. Of course, it is magic. I love the artwork as well because it shows movement. It's a ballerina dancing, and she's dancing in action, and because her skirt is now, flailing in the wind, it says movement. So now we have an entire area, we have our moment, and in the back of the room now is, of course, the view of the golf course. Thus the name, the Gulf View Hotel, and they remind you of it in each of the moments and the experiences. Gotta love it.
Welcome to Latitude.
Hi, Genthro. See, I know his name because it's right here. It's Genthro. Thank you.
Yummy.
And what's this?
That is a peach margarita.
A peach margarita, frozen peach margarita, guys. Guess what? I'm being served, and I'm being served by Genthro, and he's cute. Yes, he is. The experience continues. So, of course, home away from home, I had to come and check out Latitude. They call it Latitude. I'm saying Latitude, like the attitude, because this entire space is an experience. We're talking about, I walked in here earlier, just glimpsed, and then I ran up to my room, but now I'm looking at it. It is 54 feet wide by, say, about 25 feet. And they have managed to get 1, 2, 3 big conversational areas and then another 3 on the side. So you can see a whole bag of people, you know, when you come here and you bring a massive home away from home and you're like having a party and you come in here and you're just vibing. This is the experience. Because I'm telling you, okay, so the first area, right? I'm going to go in here, you're going to follow me. So I'm in the first area here. Look at this. Look at this. I'm going to sit. You're going to look at me. And I'm just luxuriating. I'm in my living room already. This one here is like a little graffiti kind of a look. So it's moody. It's great. It has a great vibe. So the magic continues. I am in zone 2, honeys. Yes, yes, yes. And I have 3 love seats and a bench, which I can say 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 people right here in a large rectangular center table. So that would now lend itself to dining, home office, you know, just hang out, drinks. Of course, I have my passion fruit margarita to drink, and I'm going to come right here in this zone because I love the fact that, you know, when you look at me, you're looking through me and you're looking at the artwork behind me, and the artwork will take you to another place because it's a tunnel. So the saddle colored love seats in leather, it really lends itself so wonderfully to lounging, to relaxation, and of course, a vibe. So now I am in my industrial chic themed zone, and I am telling you, I thought I was vibing over there in my other zone. I am now vibing over here. I'm talking about leather sofas as well. I'm talking about saddle and chocolate brown. I am talking about my wallpaper in the back, which is industrial themed with all of the exposed hardware, and everybody knows me. I'm all about the edge. I'm all about the industrial themed. I'm all about dark, moody colors. I'm all about the experience, and I am loving it. This space is giving. And what I really love about this entire experience that I'm having right now, it is because it's full of zones. So you have a zone, you can have 3 private parties in here and everybody is having their own conversation and their own vibe, and nobody is interrupting the other. And that's what I love about this. This space has been well designed, and I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Yes, honeys. All right. So I'm just going to sit here a minute. I'm going to vibe out, and I'm going to just take in the settings because I just love this. Yes, I do. It's evening. I'm winding down with a glass of wine, compliments of the Gulfview Hotel. It's been a wonderful day. I'm telling you, I have showers of blessings as usual. This has been the home tour for this week in Mandeville, and I am telling you, I had a superb time. And of course, I am still channeling my Scarlett O'Hara because yes, I am on a balcony. See you guys next week, and I really, really hope you enjoyed it. Cheers! Alrighty. Did you like that? Did you love the Gulfview Hotel? This is one of my favorites in terms of the common areas because it is like the wallpaper, the whole environment just lends itself to for you to just forget all your troubles and just stay in there and just luxuriate in all of the finery and the loveliness and all of these things. You know what I mean? Yes, and right now we're in cleaning and organizing, and we are really autism focused because you know this is Autism Awareness Month, right? Yeah. So here is what I'm going to offer to you. We're going to want to really and truly create a consistent and clutter-free environment by establishing a regular cleaning routine. Yeah, and using visual schedules. So you're going to keep essential items in designated, easily accessible spots to reduce the sensory overload. Yeah, and help your children feel more secure and, of course, empowered to maintain their space independently. The goal to raising kids, or children, some people hate that word kids.
is that. So you remember, as I promised you, we are going to throw to the pen relays after the break. So this is something to really look forward to. And then I'll finish up with this. Incorporate sensory-friendly storage solutions, such as labeled bins with soft handles, clear containers to make organization intuitive. Use calming colors again. Very, very, very. If the main takeaway this week is calming colors and, of course, soft textures. Yes, to minimize unnecessary and really and truly minimize unnecessary decorations to create a peaceful atmosphere. Big ups to every single somebody over there at Pen Relays, and big ups to everybody, of course, on YouTube, Nationwide 90 FM Space Live. I realize that some of us have been a bit lost as to where are you guys? So I'm telling you, Nationwide 90 FM Space Live, and of course everybody on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9. Huge big up to you. You guys are our day ones. We're going to throw to a little break, and when we come back, it's over there at the Pen Relays.
Baby, me now let her go. Love is like a seed and you reap what you sow. Baby, when the bright lights start to fade, fire up your lighter, float on with the waves. You make me feel lighter. You make me feel lighter. You make me feel. Give me the fire, beg you, bring that home. Me need a like a home, me need my love.
Yeah, turn on the pressure, make you getting numb.
Interior Build Out. Visit them on all platforms at Corporate Interiors JM. The time by Corporate Interiors International is
2:14 in the afternoon.
From the biggest tracks to the biggest energy, Nationwide keeps it moving. If you love the vibes, come and lock in with us for real.
World boss, if a prison could stop me.
Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Practice. God, me say you watch you off, me practice.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paint's 100% acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Every great project starts at Creative Building Finishes, Jamaica's only choice for the best tiles, best bathrooms, and best kitchens. Whether you're designing, building, renovating, or selecting materials for your next project, we offer exceptional quality, standout designs, and expert guidance you can trust. Visit our showroom in Kingston or Traxall, or explore full range online at www.creativebuildingfinishes.com. Creative Building Finishes, your beautiful finish begins here.
Connectivity is being restored across Jamaica. From rural towns to busy communities, the Universal Service Fund is bringing free Wi-Fi back to the people, helping families stay connected, empowering young Jamaicans on the move, and supporting farmers and entrepreneurs as they grow their businesses. With over 200 restored Wi-Fi sites, more than 50,000 Jamaicans are now connected every day, and more sites are coming. Connect to progress. USF connects Jamaica.
Jamaican high school and college athletes will take on the best of the USA at the Penn Relays April 23, 24, and 25. A live coverage is on Nationwide Radio, brought to you by the Sports Development Foundation, developing a nation through sports. The Universal Service Fund, connecting you to more. That's live coverage of the Penn Relays on this station April 23, 24, and 25. Don't miss it.
In reference to as more awards continue to be done on the infield, we allow you to continue to listening to it.
First University of Pennsylvania and Athletic Facilities Area Manager
longtime head of the grounds crew, Mike Mariolo, who has worked at Penn Relays for 15 years, that's 50 years. Mike first worked Penn Relays as a member of the grounds crew in 1976. He proudly served then and the Penn Relays in varying roles ever since. Next is Penn Relays Jury Appeal Secretary David Evangelista. David started working the Penn Relays as a University of Pennsylvania Wharton School student.
So no action taking place on the track as yet. The 100-meter hurdles for collegiate women is the next event scheduled, as the awardees or the award ceremony, the special award ceremony, is still taking place on the infield in freezing rain.
2026. Give them a big hand.
So again, thank you to the Sports Development Foundation and the Universal Service Fund for facilitating this broadcast in 2026. Still to come on the cards, the 4x100 meters Championship of America High School Boys Final, the 4x8 Championship of America for high school boys as well, the International 4x100 meters also to come, and of course the big one at the end, the high school boys 4x400 meters relay. So the collegiate ladies are ready for the 100-meter hurdles. Brenna Campbell of Clemson. She should be in this race. Part of the 2024 World Under 20 4x1 gold medal winning team. Brenna Campbell has a personal best of 13.01 seconds in the hurdles. Formerly of St. Jago High. They're on their mark. Off they go. Good start in lane number 6. That is Marcia Say of Howard. Just beside her from Texas A&M, that's Jaya Covington. It's Covington of Texas A&M in front. Texas A&M, Covington gets it. 13:09, the time on the clock for Texas A&M's Jaya Covington. Marcia Say of Howard was second. Brenna Campbell of Clemson third, 13:50. Olivia Powell of Ohio State in fourth, 13:61. Lucia Gerd of Yale, 13:83 in fifth. And Azaja Young, UMBC in sixth at 13:86. And Brooklyn Taylor of UConn, 14:05 in seventh. The collegiate men's 110 hurdles comes up next. Conditions ever deteriorating here in terms of the weather. The rain has eased again, but the winds carrying a lot of chill with it. Seems to be one of the features yearly at the Pen Relays, where we talk a little about the weather. The part of the calendar that the Pen Relays falls comes at the back end of the winter period. That usually goes up to about March 21st or so in the northern hemisphere. So technically the spring should be the season that they should be in here, but the temperatures sometimes don't follow that at all. So the conditions here pretty chilly, but we can't complain. We had 2 very good days of temps, well into the high 20s for those of us who use degrees Celsius. It's about the mid to high 70s for degrees Fahrenheit. Today it certainly is roughly below 15 degrees Celsius, probably in about the 50s or so on the Fahrenheit scale. So we have the collegiate men's 110-meter hurdles coming up next. Payne Carby of South Florida in lane 1. Shane Gardner Penn in lane 2. Tylian Vitalis Clemson in 3. Braxton Brand in 4 of Ohio State. Lane 5 is Jacqueline Scott of Texas A&M. Lane 2, that's lane 6 now, Jarvis Simmons of Clemson. In lane 7, Tash Brown of Liberty. Lane 8, Jaden Shelton of Pittsburgh. And lane 9 is Jason Agimang of Rowan. So a lot of Jamaicans in this one. Jarvis Simmons, Keem Carby, the 2 present.
This time, we direct your attention to the infield awards platform for the presentation of the Penn Relays Championship Watch in the College Women's 100-meter hurdles championship.
So the athletes here are taking their time to run through a little. Team Carby, formerly of Kingston College. Kind of Vitalis, the St. Lucian, now at Clemson.
Just about ready for the start of our 110 hurdle on the backstretch.
The athletes getting ready. They have not yet been sent on their marks. So the awards on the infield have now concluded. The rain, though, continues to make its way down. The athletes trying their best to keep themselves warm in these conditions. It's one of the biggest challenges that they'll have. The athletes standing behind their blocks. Lane 7 is empty. So no Taj Brown of Liberty. Everyone else present. Simmons is from formerly of Excelsior, as mentioned when we saw him yesterday. They're not yet sent to their marks. It's the only action that's taking place. High jump concluded. Triple jump completed. The pole vault, none today. And now they're sent to their marks. So Braxton Brand of Ohio State is also not there. So that's the second DNS in the field. They're on their mark. In the set position. Off they go. A good start in lane 6 for Sharvie Simmons. Carby on the inside for South Florida is looking well. But Vitalis of Clemson is there in the mix. And from Texas A&M, Jacqueline Scott. It's Scott. Scott of Texas A&M wins it. Ahead of the Clemson pair of Vitalis and Simmons. 13.87 for Scott. Sharvie Simmons second, Clemson 14.02. And Kylan Vitalis also of Clemson 14.08 in third. Jaquan and Scott, after they went over the final barrier, pretty much shut it down. Not wanting to overexert himself in these rainy and cold conditions. And he gets the win, 13.87. His teammate won the women's equivalent, which was concluded just before. That's Jaya Covington. Won it in 13.09. The collegiate women's 100 meters, that comes up next. The rain has once again gotten a little heavier. And I would not be surprised if I see more athletes not wishing to run in these conditions. I'm seeing, by my vantage point, Paul Francis having a word with Gary Card. Probably they're trying to determine should they allow him to run here. Does seem as if he's set to run. Some last instructions being given to Gary Card. He's walking across to the officials just right beside where the start area is on this backstretch. So the backstretch is being used for the straight races. A lot of persons moving upward in the stands because of the rain.
Presenting the award of Representative Tremont.
So no action at the moment.
Congratulations once again to your champion from the Aggies.
As we await the next event on track, the 100 meters for collegiate women.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event on the track, the College Women's 100 meter dash championship.
That race now being introduced. Lane number 1, Ashanti Boilers of Arizona State. Lane 2, Layla Campbell. Lane 3, Shania Washington, or Shania Washington of Troy. Lane 4 is Nayasia Daly of Quinnipiac. Lane 5 is Samaya Braggs of Pitt. Juliet Cosmot run out of lane 6 of Yale. In lane 7 is Ida Mazurniuk of Georgetown. Lane 8 is Nilesia Darden of Howard and the name Night.
Yes, and that was our live coverage from the Penn Relays. Apparently we have a little bit of rain over there and it's kind of cold because you know we stay over, so we're very hot-blooded. But we're still doing very, very well over there, and we are really grateful for our athletes and of course the representation. We have a resounding set of people over there who sit at the finish line and they cheer on our athletes each and every year. Usually me's a part of them, but this year I'm here with you, and so we really hope and pray that they'll be okay. We pray for God's coverage and that they'll be all right, because the 50-degree weather over there we don't like it, coupled with rain. Oh my goodness gracious. So now, as you know, guys, we are in our Thrive 360 segment where we focus on growth, balance, and designing a life that really works from every angle. Now, as promised today, we are joined by Cydia Allen, who is a healthcare professional, an entrepreneur, and a passionate advocate for children with special needs here in Jamaica. She is the founder, yes, she is, of the Jamaica Autism Academy, where she provides education, therapy, and support for children on the autism spectrum. I can't wait to get into this conversation. You have no idea. Cydia is also the visionary behind her very own, listen to the synergy here, Thrive 360. So not only do we have Thrive 360 on Dezign Studio for like 2.5 years now, she has really built, and we're going to talk more about it, a Thrive 360 program which is holistic and focused on helping neurodiverse children develop life skills, independence, and overall well-being. So through her work in healthcare, education, and community outreach, she is committed to breaking stigmas, raising awareness, and creating spaces where every child has the opportunity to thrive. So, Cydia, welcome to our very own Thrive 360.
Wow, thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Wow, that's such an extraordinary, that's so...
Is you, don't
such
worry.
an introduction.
Just a thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sometimes we must, step into our greatness and don't shrink back into spaces where we are meant to be called. You understand? So when we sing your accolades, thank you, and it's done. Wow. Because you're a great lady stepping into a space that is so vast, so wide, so underserved, and many don't understand it. So let us just get into a little bit about you now. So tell us now what your early life was like.
Well,
you were brought up in Kingston?
Yes, I was brought up in Kingston.
And your high school was?
Queens High School.
You went to Queens down the road from the Great Immaculate, but that's okay. I won't use it against you. So what shaped your passion in healthcare? Was it a relative? Was it just always something that you wanted to be?
No, it's always something that I wanted to do. So it's like a passion for me to serve people and to help individuals that need support.
Oh, all right, cool. So what specifically led you now to focus on children and doing, children with autism and special needs? And what I realize is back in the day, autism wasn't really a thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't. A lot of people didn't know about autism. Myself didn't know about autism.
We didn't know. We know that was something. But
we know it existed, but we didn't have the information. We don't know about it.
Yeah.
But when I had my third child, that was when in 2017 he was diagnosed with autism.
Girl or boy?
Boy.
What's his name?
Emmett Diamond.
Emmett. Oh, like Emmett. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So he was diagnosed in 2017.
Yes.
And their, awareness, it starts to grow where I started a lot of research, and a lot of researches was done, and I didn't know what it was at the time, so I had to really go and do some digging in, because here in Jamaica we don't have much information on it. So I had to go online, and I spoke to a few doctors who still wasn't aware as well.
My God.
So, where that leaves you as a parent with a diagnosis.
Can you imagine now, something is not too right with your child. You get a diagnosis and then there is no support. What happens?
So I started, so after doing a number of researches, I started doing so I started to put a group together, right? A team of individuals who also have children on the spectrum who are diagnosed. So we have group discussions, meetings, and stuff like that.
Okay. All right.
We start to spread awareness, and then my last child was born and also diagnosed with autism.
That's the third. You have a fourth as well.
The fourth.
So you have two children on the on the spectrum. Okay.
Yeah.
What is a day in the life like?
Well,
for you,
for me as an autism mom, it have its two children. Challenges.
Yeah.
So we have to deal with tantrums. We have to deal with meltdowns. We have a lot to deal with. It's a lot of challenges for them because they're going through a lot. They don't know how to control their emotions, or they don't know what they are going through. So we have to help them along the way. So it's very challenging.
Do you think Jamaica is doing enough to support? I mean, I know where we are coming from. We're definitely not where we're supposed to be, but are we on that track then in Jamaica to support the
Well, we are growing when it comes on to awareness. I see a lot more individuals and entities out there, they're doing the awareness and stuff like that, but we're growing, and there's a lot more room for growth.
Okay. In what area? What is the biggest gap?
The biggest gap is resources.
Okay.
Resources, meaning we don't have enough resources to cater to the needs of the neurodiverse community.
Wow. And resources now, what do you mean by that? Could that be, is it financial resources, more group settings, more
all of the above?
Okay.
All of the above.
Oh, now here, City is saying, listen. Oh, and you know what too? Let us just call a spade a spade. Autism now is one in how much now in Jamaica?
1 in 30 children.
1 in 30. It is something that every 30 persons one of them is on the spectrum. And as far as I am concerned, all the way up on it. At different levels. You understand what I'm saying? At different levels. So we need to really and truly be aware and not just say, okay, it does not affect me because it's not my child. Trust and believe me, it is closer than you think.
It is.
So how can we as a people now get involved? And you found it, you are doing what you said you're going to say, listen, I got formed an autism academy.
Yes.
So could you tell us a little bit about that academy, please, and how, because you are now part of the resource.
Yes.
All right.
So I have decided, my child has been to, since September, make 9 different prep schools.
9?
Yes. 9 different prep schools. So
first of all, how old is he?
He's 10.
10. All right, cool.
So I've decided to start a school that caters specifically for the needs of children with autism.
Okay.
Level 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Right? So we cater to their needs. We will provide for them. So we give them therapy sessions there, as well as we give them academics.
So you are saying no, that because we really don't have the resources, we don't have the tools, we definitely don't have the language. Children sometimes are definitely misunderstood, they're overlooked, they're excluded, and sometimes mistreated because of the lack of understanding.
The lack of understanding,
right?
The lack of knowledge as well.
Okay, so therefore the institutional support that you are needing right now is lacking. So you have now decided, but this is one school in Kingston where we have 14 parishes.
Yes.
You understand? So therefore, is it now that you're only, how many children are you? What is your capacity?
So we are a small school.
Yeah, small school. Yeah.
Right now we have 19 students. That's in Spanish Town. Our location here in Kingston, we had to close down after the hurricane. We had to close down. We are still in the process.
City, I need help. After the hurricane, the academy had to close in Kingston.
So we are now searching for a existing facility or a property that we can build on, or put a structure on it for them.
What is your IG handle? Instagram?
Jamaica Autism Academy.
Jamaica Autism Academy. You can reach out to them through Instagram, Jamaica Autism Academy. This is a worthy cause. If I don't know what else wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? This is Autism Awareness Month. Come on, guys, let us put our money where our mouth is. She needs help. You understand? And also, what is the number? Do you have a WhatsApp number?
Yes, we do.
What is that?
876-223-5448.
223-5448. 223-5448. I called there the other day and them answer the phone just like that. You understand what I'm saying? And they're also listed. Comes up right there. As soon as you put in autism awareness and whatever, it comes up. It comes right up. I guarantee you. So what do you think, besides the resources, needs to be changed in Jamaica when it comes to autism awareness?
The stigma.
What is a stigma
behind autism? Where, okay, for example, a parent would call me crying, saying that the community is calling her child handicapped, or the child is being disrespected a certain way, or bullied because the child have autism, right? So the stigma around it, it's not good, and we need to stop that. That is what we need to. Awareness is important.
Okay. So you are the resident expert now. You need to give us some information. For people who are not knowledgeable about autism, they feel that it is a life sentence. Once you have a child, or once a child exhibits certain tendencies or on the spectrum to everybody else, not necessarily the parent, because the parents usually go and get themselves educated. They feel like, okay, this is a millstone around your neck, the child is handicapped, can't do nothing else with your life, and whatever the case is. But I have seen some autistic people really go ahead, and I know an autistic boy right now who's in college. You understand what I'm saying?
It's a
so
spectrum.
Please, all right. So
it's a spectrum.
1, 2, 3. Let us know what 1, 2, 3 is.
Okay, so level 1 is mild autism.
Yeah.
So that's minimal.
And what type of traits?
Minimal assistance.
What traits do they?
So sometimes they will have so for those traits, some of them will have like hypotonia, weak muscle tone.
Yeah.
They will have like tippy toe. They'll walk on their tippy toes.
Yes.
Flap their hands.
Yes.
Stuff like that. Or some of them, they can't take noise.
Okay.
So they are sensitive to noise. Some texture of the food, the clothing, and stuff like that.
So very sensitive to external stimuli.
Yes.
All right. So 2 now. Level 2.
Okay. Level 1. Some of them are on a different level. They're high functioning. They will say high functioning, and they're very intelligent, very bright, very bright children.
So what's the drawback if they're bright?
Well, for Emmett, the drawback is the loud noise at school.
Right.
You know, you have meltdowns. If the
Okay.
teacher will talk to him or the students a certain way,
Okay.
then he will feel, offended by it.
All right. And then level 3?
No, level 2 now.
Oh, that all
No,
of that
that's
is level,
level
1.
one, yes.
Okay, so level 1.
So level 2 is similar traits as level 1, but they will have like speech, like they will have like delayed speech, right?
Right.
They will have like difficulty communicating. Some of them can talk, but they cannot have a conversation. If they're asked a question, they can't answer the question, right? That's a communication issue, right? For the ones who they cannot speak and stuff like that, so they have speech delay.
Right.
Most of them have speech delay.
And non-verbal. Okay.
They are non-verbal.
All right. Okay.
So for the level 3 now, they exhibit some of them behave they need a lot of behavioral therapy, because the behavior is like their aggressive behavior. They will do self-harm, they harm themselves, bite themselves, so they do a lot of self-harm. They have to be monitored. Physical harm to both their caregivers, parents, and themselves. They're also non-verbal, right? So they...
So the non-verbal issue. So Marigold is saying that autism is increasing at an alarming rate.
It is.
It is,
It
right.
is.
So school leaders have been grappling with this issue for decades. All right. She also says that children need to be afforded suitable accommodations in order for them to benefit. They will not thrive in mainstream classroom
They cannot.
situations. Okay, they cannot. The door is still ajar. This must be attacked and undergirded by intense research and provision to arrest this issue. So those are the comments
I
now
agree.
coming from YouTube. So is there, you've done the research, and so is there money? Is there who do we go? Is it the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Health? Who is it now that writes this policy that will make sure that the systems and the policies change and
I'm
we get
trying
some
to
more?
find out myself.
We're going to join Cydia and give Cydia.
We're trying to find out.
No,
because I have reached out to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yes. I have been reaching out and no success so
No
far.
success?
No.
None at all?
Not one.
Not
No.
one?
Not one.
Not one?
Not one.
Okay, nationwide 90 FM. 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9. You know somebody who has autism. You know somebody out there who needs help. Everybody on the YouTube, Nationwide 90 FM Space Live. We all need to come together and, as Marigold Weber just said, arrest this issue. It is growing. It is growing at an alarming rate. Remember, when I was a child, it was mostly ADD and ADHD. You understand what I'm saying? And then something else came up after that. And now it is autism. And I am telling you, if we do not, and this is one of the things that yes, we live on an island. So therefore, it's only maybe 4 degrees of separation. You're going to know somebody, and more than likely somebody in your family going to be born with it. So we need, and isn't it an expensive?
It's very expensive.
Do they not need
Especially
shadows?
for the therapy sessions,
Okay.
it's very expensive. And they do need shadows.
What is a shadow?
Majority of them
What
need
is a
shadows.
shadow?
It's someone that assists them with their daily routine, daily lives, daily what they do daily.
So if it is that you are now a parent, and you have a job, because you need to have a job in order to know, take care of this child properly, you are going to now have to hire a shadow to be with them on a daily basis. All right.
Yes.
So now you have formed Thrive 360. Okay, which is commencing June 2026, and you are making a difference in the lives of children with autism. We're seeking volunteers for therapy support, activity assistance, fundraising events, and administrative help. You're going to email Jamaica Autism Academy gmail.com, and you're going to call or WhatsApp 876-223-5448. Again, 876-223-5448. What is one truth about autism that you wish more people would understand?
That autism is not just one day or 1 month, but it's someone's life and it's their daily life, 365 days a year. They have to live with it every single day. And for the persons on the outside or the advocates or, like people be posting, autism awareness, and after the month is finished, it's done. They have been forgotten about. So it is not just for a month or a day, but it is for a lifetime.
I'm just looking at something that I find very disturbing on the chat, and it says a lot of it is coming from the parents using alcohol and drugs. No. I'm looking at Cydia right here. Cydia looked like a Bible-toting Christian. She looked like somebody who always show up and in integrity and all of these things. And I would not ascribe that sort of, information out there. And again, that's another myth.
That's a myth, and myth. That's a stigma behind it as well. Yeah. And for autism, researchers have shown that they still don't know the cause of autism present.
Really?
They still don't know the cause. They're looking on DNA and hereditary cause, but it's not concluded.
It's not conclusive. Because, we always want to find something to blame. Sometimes, because, in Jamaica, they always have some connection, whether it's spiritual or whatever. Yeah, man, the man down the road put something on you, and it reach your picnic or something you did do, and God had reap the men. Yeah, man, it's something.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that just happens. And when we don't know, our minds fill in the details, and our minds tell us, yeah, man, this is what it is, and this is what it is. Talk to the parent out there. We only have 4 more minutes. Talk to the parent out there, Cydia, who has just been diagnosed, whose child has just been diagnosed with autism, and they are looking at it like as a life sentence.
It is not a death sentence for your child. It is not, it is not a death sentence. It's for life because there's no cure for autism. But there are ways we can help our children, and by providing them with the right needs, and to provide the right therapy for them, the right setting, putting them in the right places where they are supported, where they are loved, where they're needed. That will help them a whole lot, and we have support. Support is there. Well, I am a support, I will support any parent out there who comes in and want to talk or anything like that. We are also doing a workshop, a free workshop for parents and caregivers.
When?
We're doing it every quarter. So this August will be one of them. So we do it every quarter. So we want to provide, we want to spread awareness and educate them on what is autism and how to care for a child with autism.
Okay. Kevin, I have a little symbol in my hand. Can you zoom in on it? It is a group of 4 puzzle pieces in primary colors, blue, red, and what is this? Straight. Okay, here it is. So when you see this, everybody on the YouTube Nationwide 90 FM space live, you know that you're an autism advocate. And anybody listening to us on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, 90.9, I really want you to get involved. And then this here, what I'm showing right now, right here, it is the symbol. It is the international, even me zoom up to you, say, oh, look nice. Anyway, it is the international symbol of autism, not just something that we make up here. It is the international symbol. So whenever you see this here, it is a cluster of 4 puzzle pieces, meaning to put, what is the meaning behind this, Cydia? Do you know?
Yes, so for the puzzle pieces, you know that puzzle is a bit, it's a little complex. Because you have to solve the puzzle to put it together.
Yeah.
So this is something like autism. The spectrum is wide and it's complex.
Yes.
So, you know, they can't find what causes it. They're still doing research till today. So it's very complex. So in 1963, they came up with
this
the
from
puzzle piece.
1963.
Yes.
All right. There is so much more for this conversation, but of course we can't solve it in a half-hour conversation, because we have to really and truly give honor to it. But we're not where we're coming from. You know what I'm saying? We're on our journey. We're not where we should be yet, but there are resources out there. We will try to join Cydia in her challenge as she walks into her purpose, as to really, and because I'm sure that these 2 children were born to her so that she can unlock her purpose here on this earth. So we want to thank her for coming in, and of course the number to call is 876-223-5448. Thrive 360 will be in June 2026. Look forward for that. And this is a whole institution now, that will be none other than to shed the light and the focus on folks on the neurodivergent or autism spectrum.
Yes.
Right? So thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. And of course, we are going to, have you back so we can talk more and more, maybe in June when this comes up. And then in August again, when you have...
So the Thrive 360, it's about giving therapy to individuals for 1 whole year.
Therapy for individuals for a year.
So it doesn't have to be a child, but also adolescents and adults as well that are neurodiverse and needs help.
Okay, is there a cost to this?
No, it's going to be free. So we're looking for volunteers.
Hello, you hear what the lady just said? She is offering free counseling. Free therapy sessions, which is counseling, with therapy sessions for people on the spectrum for free. So she really needs help. She needs support. She needs therapists. She needs activity assistance. She needs fundraising events. She needs administrative. Of course, you're going to need social media folks to come on board and just blast this thing to the world. So please, 876-223-5448. The conversation will continue. Of course, it's 301. Outside with Pepita is next. I really have to thank everybody who joined today. I have to thank people on Nationwide 90 FM live. I have to thank, of course, our producers, Damian Scarlett, and our PA, Damian Rose, our studio engineers, David McNeish and Kevin Williams, and of course, our BDEs and our NNN family. So, I'm Karen Booker. Please walk good, please live in love, and please stay inspired to do and be your best. As I said, if it's one thing that is consistent in Jamaica, is the Dezign Studio, and we will join you again next week at 1 o'clock, the Dezign Studio, Nationwide 90 FM. Until then.
We give thanks for it. You spend all that money on your watch. How much time you spend with your son? So much money in the club. How much you spend with the ones you love? The simple things are your blessings.